Trooper reporting for duty. All right, men, load your weapons.
Whoa!
Drop your weapons. I need a weapon.
I need a sound check.
I need a weapon. All right, men, load your weapons.
I hope that works. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, to the channel. And it's Monday.
Can't be caught standing around doing nothing.
Of course not. Dear Father, I know you've been dead 7 years now,
Trooper standing by.
and it seems like be gone a long time. But happy birthday anyways. I call him Dad. Everyone else called him Roland. Happy birthday, Roland. One day, I'll learn how to play. Well, if I can. Yeah, my father's birthday is today. Well, he would have been, I think, 92. Jeez. I don't know. People, there's only so much time in the world. So, just, have fun. Have at it. Love each other. Have at it. It's Mongoose Monday. And we did get the paper today, finally. Started off a little late because, gee willy willikers, I got up early and then I'm like doing this thing and I'm thinking, you know what? This is way too early. I don't have to get up this early. I don't have to get up this early. I got plenty time. Sorta. Uh-oh. Maybe not plenty of time. At any rate, I scheduled my booster shot this Friday. That's it. I'm not hesitating because my friends again. It's an attempt to call the world. No. A booster shot is just another extra thing. It keeps the thing until they know more, You don't want to be catching this thing. You don't want to be breakthrough. Like my little birdies. It's like Rasta. 3 little birds. I bribed them with bread. So here's the day, Monday, November 8th. There's a rage in the cage. Maui riot details being withheld. Because when there's a riot in a Maui jail, they don't want to tell you about it. The coffee beans are being eaten up by fungus, so enjoy your coffee while you can. And now, back in the day, 1968, woofy woofy, out the window. Oh, convertible. Okay, this one says, at first glance it appears that this friendly mutt is wearing a short-sleeved shirt and an Aina stoplight. Oh, I get it. That's a doggy arm right there, eh? Oh, that's so funny. Hey, you're so clever. Was it the dog wearing a shirt? It was before Photoshop. Who knows? And if we just give a quickie look, there was a giant riot. Speaking of riots, there was a giant freaking crushing kill factor at someone's concert. He was a rapper. Saw a little bit of the show. I don't know. It used to be rock and roll. Now it's rap. Bankruptcies. Hawaii tourism. Proposed tourism. Gag orders. Music. Oh, forgot one more thing. Forgot. Almost while it's still working. Hey. Today is the day when they open international travel. They open international travel all across the U.S. Even people, I don't know, they're coming in from the borders. Canadian, eh? Canadian. So get out of your house. House? Roots? I forgot. They have an accent somewhat, eh? But there's international travel, so you just gotta get your friggin' shot, and then you come over with your card, and I don't know, but they're opening up international travel, so that means tourism. From all over the place. Because it seems like there are still people that think that the vaccine and the virus are actually still important right now. Yet, it seems more and more, especially on the Republican people, they're all about money and economy. And I think they're about economy because they're trying to slam this guy's current president. That's a little loud and proud. They're slamming the current president because he's a Democrat. So they're slamming all the spending. What about who's going to pay for it? And, honestly, I wish they would, shut the hell up. I'm not partisan. I'm really not. But I dislike these particular Republicans. And when the shoe's on the other foot and they'll raise the debt limit and they'll spend like wildfire too, and they'll do the same thing. Believe you me, they've done it. So back to the don't you love politics? Calm down now. We need the politics now. Here's the blood pressure. See, feed the birds like this little kid does. For the birds. All right. Now, this woman was bitten by a shark, but she was spearfishing. That's her fault. It was like a blacktip reef shark. It wasn't even like an aggressive shark. So, I don't know. She's swimming around with a speared fish on a leash, on a little string next to her legs. I'm trying to find the thing. There it is. Okay. They didn't stuff the rams, because we're having ram for Thanksgiving. Oh, gosh. Well, I wasn't really following the games because I got all shuffled off. Pull off Shaka. Oh, the Broncos beat the Cowboys. Bucker up, Cowboy. Didn't make that 8 seconds. Too bad. Okay, so let's go back here. Now, proposed rule. Okay, you did that. Those rhythm movie skills. Okay, now let's really dive into letters to the editor first. Updating old joke for political cartoon. You know what? So they went to the hockey game the other night, and the school board meeting broke out. Sort of. Oh, don't tell me this is gonna do this. It is gonna do this, isn't it? Ah, brother. Okay. While we'll reload these, let's go story time. So it's really kind of interesting. So my father, who was really into playing piano, he liked the little honky tonk stuff, the ding 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 ding. And we had a piano when he got this house. We moved into a long time ago, and there was a little baby grand. It's like a little actual piano, and he'd teach himself more and more piano. So he'd be playing piano. The lady next door, who's passed away too, was a concert pianist. So way in the late in the night, you're like, oh, lucky you live next to a concert pianist. It's like, no, it's distant. It wasn't that annoying, but it was a distant concert. Like, I mean, it was a little like. concert stuff. Sorry, Beethoven, or whatever. She was like, into the wee night, it was like, the ghost and Mr. Chicken. Oh, we're back. We have time? I hope so. That's what this is all about. Someone else's opinion. Unemployment office? No. We're not going to. Because it was closed and everyone wants their money. The surfboard fires enabled by vagrancy. Oh, really? The homeless bums. Oh, hey, you're not being very nice to the houseless. Waikiki surfboard fires. There's 2 of them. They cost almost millions of dollars. Everybody's big, huge, long surfboards they keep down right in Waikiki. Lock them up like bicycles because they're huge, right? And it's like Waikiki. It's like Tukanamoku legacy stuff. And someone comes up and just torches it, and it's all burnt up. Why? Because they're just sadistic. I feel pain, feel my pain. That's psychology. It's any wonder that there have now been 3 major arson fires in Waikiki surfboard racks in the past 18 months. That's not too long. The city has let the rack area become a haven for the homeless and mentally unstable because they go in between the buildings and drugs and alcohol. I don't want to go to the shelter. You need to get your board and have to walk around them. Half a dozen or more were common. They strew trash, talk, and act crazy, and people will tell the random attacks and people passing through the area were a problem. That's right, man. They're doing drugs and drinking. That's why they don't go to the homeless shelter. And I've had lots of encounters with homeless people, and I ain't sympathetic. I mean, I'm sympathetic for the people that wind up like losing their house and getting out. But the ones that are on the streets like that, they're out there and they're crazy. And it's like Manson joined the cult. They talk to them, and then they're like, oh yeah, they're your friend forever. And when you allow an atmosphere of anything goes, it does, exactly. The racks have been there since about 61, I believe, and there was never kind of problems until a few years. This is the heart of Waikiki Beach, #1 destination for tourists, and this is what we show them. Shame. Yeah, shame on you. Oh, we better change now. Alert the governor. A little bat button. Ted A. Miller McCully. Thanks, Ted. Shame on them. That'll change them. Fight emissions and present policy carbon footprint. They can pay lots of money. Good vision for Halava Housing, Manoa Stadium. So they tear down the old Manoa Stadium, right? The Aloha Stadium. They're going to tear it down because it's old, right? But there was a stadium. There's a big parking lot. Everyone loved tailgating. And now what are they going to do? Halava is, by the way, the same valley that the prison is in. It's fun. So, behold, there were 3 wise men from the, quote, past, bringing gifts of wisdom, experience, and leadership. I thought it was frankincense and myrrh and gold. Parenthetical, 3 former Hawaii governors attempt to keep eyes and priorities of Halava housing. Site article, October 31st. Oh, Halloween Day. 3 former governors, John Wahe, Ben Cayetano, and Neil Abercrombie. So, it's the Hawaiian guy, the Portuguese guy, and the Haole guy, because that's how they elect governors here. They rotate the race. It's like, they do, I swear to God. It's just like, let's see, we had a Haole. I think we're due for a Japanese guy. Oh, Ige, we got one. Was he? Yeah. See, now next you gotta go, I think we're due for, gotta go back to, gotta elect the Hawaiian guy next time, governor. It's crazy. They're trying to be nice, and then it's like, that's not how it works. Why is there dense residential development only to the west? Frugal College Stadium to the east, Manoa campus. So they got the Manoa campus one, but it's not that big, and they don't have tailgating. And the governors step up and say, hey, you know what? We can use Halava for housing. Hey, 3 governors, wise men. You know what? That's so wise and so compassionate of you. Housing for the people of Hawaii. Yeah. Meanwhile, the developers and 3 governors with deep pockets because they're retired developers. Man, it's a money thing. What an enlightened practical solution. They have promulgated to persuade our elected and egotistical bureaucrats to follow. Imua. Well, I guess this guy Mike McCormick, Kahala. I keep seeing that guy. It's like, I know that guy. I don't know. It's an island. Never know. I just see the names over and over. Need for military fuel as well as water protection. The thunderous engines of military planes flying over a windward coast is fading at the moment. It makes me... Oh, we should go David Attenborough, yeah? This is a coupe. Before you get all fungal plant and no can grow. The thunderous engines of military planes flying over the windward coast is fading at the moment. Much like the Uruguay and Ghana impala deer that jump over the savannah. Oh, sorry. It makes me feel safe. Those more frequent flights, increases in military presence, functional and command changes we've read of are due to our far forward position in the Pacific region. There is an uptick in the strained relations between China, North Korea, and the United States. I am wondering how many of those Red Hill fuel bunkers are full, or when they were last utilized to capacity. If there is a need to ramp up our military facilities, wouldn't fuel storage be a major factor? How long does it take to build new storage facilities? This does not seem like the time to play the usual avoidance game in making the decision. The correct thing to do is to follow the black mamba snake, the most poisonous viper in all of the world. In 30 minutes, if you are bitten by this viper, protect the aquifer. The correct thing, while we can. In 2020, Oahu's population topped 1 million. There is no plan B. Andrew W. Bell, with assist from David Attenborough Meyer. Galua. Okay, one more. Herd immunity means stop pushing vaccines. Wise government officials have forgotten that the vaccine was to save lives, not for the state to profit demanding the vaccine for everyone. If our government listened to the medical science, it would conclude that there is such a thing called herd immunity. Herd immunity occurs when a large portion of the community, the herd, becomes immune to COVID-19, making the spread of the coronavirus from person to person unlikely. As a result, the whole community becomes protected. This should be applied to our kiki. The future is for the kikis who are attending school in our state school system. They are not dying. Dexter Ewan, yeah. And the last one's like, yeah, man, this is the last one. COVID-19 is real and it's a killer. Thank you. Herd immunity. I don't think people got herd immunity correct, right? Herd immunity is a concept. It's like a state of being. It's like a phase. It's a phenomenon. It's like it's an arrival point. It's not. And okay, they see this when enough of the population is quote immune, and then the spread of it tapers off. That's what herd immunity is kicking in. It's like a phenomenon. It's a phase. It's not click at 100% herd immunity, click at November 13th, click. No, it doesn't work that way. They guess that about 70% people vaccinated, fully vaccinated, 70% fully vaccinated, which Hawaii is, they're like 71%. Fully vaccinated, holy. There were 3 wise men come down with gold, frankincense, and booster shots. So 70%, they figure that it'll start to taper off, thereby producing what's known as herd immunity. You don't go, this'll make herd immunity, and natural immunity, because you've got the virus, is getting confused with herd immunity, and you got this dangerous viewpoint that, hey, we're okay. Everybody go free, but everyone's going free anyways.
Go free!
Die from the plague if you want to. No. I'm getting my booster. I ain't playing with no dang fool conspiracy theories. Some weird stuff people saying on the sea. What are your sources? Well, I heard it on Fox News and some guy named Angry Beaver. There's one guy doing a 2-hour podcast. Oh, that's my source of my life and limb? No. Listen to the scientists, listen to the CDC. And international travel is now open. Go to Africa, like my friend Michael. He's going to be looking for water buffaloes. I don't know. No, he's on a conference thingy. So, aloha, 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 aloha. Bye and bye. Don't become extinct.